Hey everybody, and welcome back to Olotita, or wholeness. I'm Krista Shirley, and today we're going to talk more about manifestation. I'm very excited to bring this concept to you, in fact. So excited. I have so many ideas. I'm going to try to keep this concise because we have touched a little bit on a lot of these topics already. So I want to go through and review some of the concepts we've already discussed, pull it all together, give you a series of tools that are easily accessible to you and free, creative, fun, therapeutic, healing. So what is the law of attraction? It is a law based on energy, that we are made of energy and our thoughts are made of energy, and that like attracts like. So if we have positive thoughts, we create positive experiences in our three-dimensional reality. If we have negative thoughts, we create negative experiences. And it can have a compounding effect because if we're having negative experiences and then we're in the middle of negative experiences, having negative experiences, we're having more negative thoughts about our experiences that we're having and have had in the past and creating our future, which will be more negative experiences. Or the opposite could hold true, that we can change our circumstances. Or if we have positive experiences and continue to have positive experiences, we're having more positive experiences. Please look into people like Dr. Joe Dispenza, doctors who are working with new fields of medicine, epigenetics. And this is scientifically supporting the law of attraction. According to the CDC, epigenetics, your genes play an important role in your health, but so do your behaviors and environment, such as what you eat and how physically active you are. Epigenetics is the study of how your behaviors and the environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. Unlike genetic changes, epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change your DNA sequence, but they can change how your body reads a DNA sequence. Gene expression refers to how often or when proteins are created from the instructions within your genes. While genetic changes can alter which protein is made, epigenetic changes affect gene expression to turn genes on and off. Since your environment and behaviors, such as diet and exercise, can result in epigenetic changes, it is easy to see the connection between your genes and your behaviors and environment. I look forward to bringing you a great deal more about epigenetics in videos to come. But I assure you, it is a real science. More data is being created daily. More funding is being provided to do scientific tests that are validating this pseudoscience as a real science. And the law of attraction, while simple, is very difficult to implement. And there's a lot of reasons why. Because it's not just this idea that if I think positively, I'll get positive results. One magic missing piece is that thing that we think are made of miracles or magic. Those impossibilities. It is belief. To believe. It is more than just faking it until you make it, or repeating without connecting the most important piece. And that important piece, that vital piece, is a true and unwavering belief that it has already happened. So while it is so simple in theory, in application, manifestation is very difficult. How do you live in the present moment as if you already have the thing that you desire? How do you score that job that you've been wanting for years? Or how do you manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest? It's belief. So I look forward to giving you some tools today that will really, really help you in this really wonderfully rewarding spiritual practice, life practice, wholeness practice. So let's recap quickly. Manifestation is creation. It is the law of attraction in action. To manifest, we have to change our subconscious thoughts to support our desires. In order to do that, we have to believe on a very deep intrinsic level that we have that thing. What do you do when you're a person who really struggles with issues of self-worth? That's a hard one. It's hard to manifest when you don't feel worthy or deserving of something, right? What if you're a person who really struggles with, your fear of rejection or your fear of failure, right? It's really hard to overcome those fears during the attempts of manifestation. So I really suggest that you first try to really look hard at your own personality and assess to yourself, what are the things that are really holding me back from having the most positive mindset at all times? What are the internal or the external factors in your life that are keeping you separated from your goals, from your dreams? Once you make that assessment, you can really focus your attentions in your manifestations, right? And you're not distracted and you're not constantly like, woe is me, or what, I'm trying, nothing's happening. You have to get focused. You do sometimes sabotage your own efforts in life because we have limiting beliefs that no longer serve us. And that is a whole video in and of itself. And I'm going to put in the description box below not only links for Dr. Joe Dispenza, a little bit of information about him if you're interested. He is my meditation teacher. He is the main reason I'm going to Turkey next weekend. He is one of the main reasons that I have been finding healing and working back towards wholeness. He is someone that I really look up to, and the work that he does for the world, it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful gift. And so I'll be putting links in the description box below for his information, but also for Dr. Lipton. Dr. Lipton is a fascinating scientist and someone that I encourage you to take a peek at, because he talks a lot about the importance of ages 0 to 7, why it's so important for our evolution as human beings. We have to learn a blueprint on how to function in society, and that blueprint is through our experiences over the first 7 years with our family, with our parents, with our siblings, in school, with, authority figures, all of the good and the bad. And all of that affects us, right? So our parents' beliefs or society's beliefs about women or about work or about spirituality, your exposure, good or otherwise, really it does really craft you, who you are. And as you grow up to become the adult that you become, we find, things like midlife crisis or experiences where we really are having this internal battle, this internal struggle with self. I'm living this life, but it doesn't feel like mine. I don't enjoy that thing. I don't enjoy that experience. That doesn't sound like my voice. I'm never able to speak my truth, or whatever your story is, all very valid. And that's exactly the point. It's valid. So start to really assess where you are in your life. And no matter how great it is or how terrible it might seem, you are so powerful. So powerful. And you can go from wherever you are right now to wherever you want to be. You just have to have the courage to do it and persevere. You have to have the strength to endure. You have to have the self-worth to remember your why. Those are all things to work on. Those are all parts of the process and the journey towards wholeness. The idea of affirmation, changing your mindset, changes your life. Things like affirmation videos, I've posted one already. You'll be getting more in the future. Those 4 or 5 minute videos you can watch on repeat, really helping to retrain your subconscious mind to better, happier, more productive, healthier thoughts. You know, if your external environment of society, if experiences that have happened to you, if your health, if your financial status, if your relationship status, if whatever status you're experiencing is affecting you in any way, you know, your self-worth specifically, these tools are going to help you be inspired to remember, you know, life is so beautiful and so precious and so special and so short. And you are much more in control of it than you might realize. Even if there's so many things on the outside that you cannot control, I'm here to help make that inside so strong that it's impenetrable. So you can get through anything, weather any storm. You can do it with grace and with joy. So repetition. These videos are great. The repetition of mantras or phrases or even just words is very important in the process of manifestation. Also, it helps you to tap into that source that is greater than yourself. It helps you to go within. And it's a really powerful way to tap into that spirit within you. We have talked before about note cards or quotes or affirmations, sticky notes. Now, the one caveat with these guys is you have to read them. You have to look at them. So if you're going to choose these methods, and I'm just as guilty. I have, sticky notes on every computer, my son's and mine. I have them kind of sprung throughout my house. And I do look at them regularly. But do I look at them every time I'm sitting at my computer? Actually, no, because we as humans eventually completely space out the things that are always present in front of us to where we don't pay attention anymore if we're not constantly focused on the present moment. So this sticky note, which is always on my computer, says, the very best will be for me. Whatever the outcome, the perfect thing will manifest. Now, I do look at this almost every single day. And I do utilize sticky notes because I utilize them. So to most of my clients, I don't just suggest writing a sticky note and posting it somewhere to never be looked at again. I actually will impose homework for myself or my clients for every day. You have to write a new sticky note and throw away the one from the day before so that it actually forces you to create a new one every day, to look at it several times that day, to look at it again before you throw it away, and the next day to create another one. So you're constantly really putting these beautiful positive thoughts into your mind and filling this space with just love and joy and all of the inspiration you need to keep forging ahead with your dreams and your goals. For those of you who do not do a lot right now with visualization and you don't want to take the time with sticky notes or quotes because you know you're not going to read them, that's where the mind movies that we've talked about really comes in handy, especially in today's technology age. You can pop it up on your iPhone or your tablet or your iPad or your TV or your computer. And at a break at some point in the day, if you just get in the habit, 21 days to make or break a habit, guys. Come on, it's not that hard, right? Even if it's just one of these tools that you say, hey, I'm going to do this for 21 days and just give it a try and see if it helps me. So pick one. You don't have to do them all. But the mind movies is a lot simpler. Now, vision boards, which I am a huge advocate for in every one of my apprenticeships that I've ever run. Part of the apprenticeship is basically a day of making a vision board for yourself. What are vision boards? Vision boards are manifestation boards that you have to spend the time creatively in putting the board together. So it might have pictures or cutouts from a magazine or quotes that you found or printed. It's a combination of you and your dreams and your goals put on a board that you can hang up and look at on a consistent basis. So again, it's the quotes or the sticky notes daily. So again, I have a vision board right above me right now, and it's beautiful and I love it and I look at it daily. But if I never looked at it, it would be useless. So again, it's the effort you put forth, but depending on the kind of learner you are, also really will help to determine how to at least get started or which tool to use first. We've talked about before, again, it falls more under this concept of affirmation. But I will say, if you're more of a visual person, then the mind movies, the vision boards, the sticky notes, the quotes, those types of things will be very helpful. I will say journaling is very important for those of us, including myself, who really need to write things out as another way in which I move things from my right brain to my left brain. So it's another method, another tool for learning and for assessing, assimilating, understanding. There's so many ways to utilize a journal, to utilize the concept of journaling in your manifestation process. So it could be as simple as a gratitude practice, which I strongly believe in. I take about 3 to 5 minutes every single morning. The very first thing I do every day is journal the things that I'm grateful for. And yes, most days it's very repetitious. I am very grateful for my child. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my healing. I am grateful for my house, my doggies. So many things. So I take time every day to remember the things I'm grateful for and be in a gratitude mindset. Meditation is by far, in my opinion, the most powerful form of manifestation. And something that I really hope over time to share on many, many, many levels with you. Because just like yoga, there's often a misconception that meditation is one way and it's boring and you have to sit in a chair or you have to sit on the floor and sit in stillness. And, it's a really hard practice if you don't have a practice of sitting, because to sit still without your mind, running to the phone or an email or the TV show or the person in front of you, to be still is a very hard practice to practice until you've done it enough times that it's easy enough to practice, just like yoga. And just like yoga, you might have experienced or you might have this one perception of yoga in your head and you don't realize that there are many styles of yoga. There are many styles of meditation. But ultimately, all of these are tools. They're all spiritual tools. And I have a yoga practice that is powerful for me on every level of my being and helps to bring together the 3 aspects of wholeness, the mental, the spiritual, and the physical for me. Meditation does that too. So really contemplate exploring a meditation practice, or recommitting to your meditation practice, or deepening your meditation practice. And know that it is such a beautiful tool for you when you want to work with your abilities, your powers of self, of connection, of integration towards wholeness. Before I leave today, I have another wonderful gift for you. Tomorrow, I look forward to sharing our second affirmation manifestation video series with you. I wanted to let you know that I look forward to sharing our very next affirmation manifestation video with you right here on Olotita's YouTube channel tomorrow. Just like our first affirmation video posted several weeks ago, it'll be about 5 minutes. As I said, it's an affirmation video, manifestation video. If you've heard the word mind movie, we've talked about it a little bit today. That's essentially what it is. It's a free tool for you to start accessing and working with these tools and these concepts in your own personal life. And I'm excited to give that special gift to you, one that I found a gift to make. So know that every piece of content I bring to you brings me so much joy to bring, especially reading all of the emails that I'm getting from people who resonate so deeply with the information that I'm sharing. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to reading more and more of those. And as more people feel comfortable sharing on the YouTube channel, I look forward to reading more of those comments as well. I want to wish you peace, joy, abundance, wholeness. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.